morning, everybody. I am vlogging today and we are outside. The weather is so nice right now. I think
we hear something.
We do hear something. There's something in the woods behind us. Some kind of animal.
Maybe it's a deer.
Maybe it is a deer. Something's crunching through the leaves.
Maybe it's Bigfoot.
Bigfoot? You think so? But I was going to record a little day in the life vlog today. We are going to do a couple of things like go to the library and just try to get a couple of other things together because we are having people come over this weekend to celebrate my daughter's birthday. So that's going to be really fun. Yesterday I went around our yard and sprayed a bunch of like bug repellent stuff. That way hopefully we can avoid having mosquitoes and we can really utilize our outside space. Because since our house does have all of these woods and trees behind us, we get mosquitoes pretty badly and it's really annoying, honestly. We're just hoping that that will get these mosquitoes away and we can, you know, be outside more since the weather is better. We've also just been trying to get our house ready to have people over because we're not just having people come over for the party, but my sister is coming into town and they're gonna be staying at an Airbnb, but they will be close by, so they're gonna be by our house a lot over the weekend. I also feel like I need to mention to you guys, I am officially trying to cut out caffeine completely. It is not something I'm enjoying. This is coffee, but this is decaf coffee. And so far, this is the only decaf coffee that I have found that I enjoy the taste of. This is the little, who is it that makes this one? It's one of the instant coffees. It's the same as the other instant coffee that I like that makes like espresso. It's the same as that one, but it is the decaf version. I've just decided that I would give it a try with cutting out caffeine or really lowering my caffeine because I had a really bad POTS episode last week and it kind of happened after having coffee and then trying to do a little bit of yard work in the morning because I was like, oh, it's not that hot outside, I'll go do this now. But the caffeine had my heart rate way too incredibly high and I felt awful afterwards. Look how pretty the sky looks right now. That is so pretty. At the time of recording this, I'm actually still reading Shield of Sparrows. That is the same book I was reading at the end of my video that I posted last week. But I'm actually reading it on my Kindle now because it's on Kindle Unlimited. So I am combining, again, more of my little tips and tricks for trying to get out of a reading slump. So I'm rereading a book that I know I enjoy. I'm doing it on my Kindle, and I'm also listening to the audiobook kind of as I go to help me stay invested in the book and to help me kind of get along in it if I start to feel like I don't want to read. Also, before I forget, we just found in our tree yesterday morning that there is some kind of like chrysalis right here. I'm assuming it's going to be a moth, but I guess it could be a butterfly. Mama. It's still here, so it hasn't hatched yet. But there it is. It's quite big, at least bigger than I thought it would be, but I guess it needs space.
I see a wing.
I see a wing, but I guess it needs space, of course, for like the wings of the moth or the butterfly. Okay, I don't even know how long it could take. A couple weeks. But we're going to be keeping an eye on that because I'm hopeful we'll be able to see what it was that is growing.
Butterfly.
Maybe it is a beautiful butterfly, or it could be a moth. We'll have to see. Yesterday I made some pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, so I did just eat one of those for breakfast. And now I'm still wanting a little bit of something else because that was kind of small and I don't really know what to make. We need to go grocery shopping again, so I'm thinking it's gonna have to be something like easy. Eggs, toast, peanut butter toast, a bagel. Actually, I think I even have some yogurt. We might be having yogurt for the rest of the morning. I've made pumpkin chocolate chip muffins a few times this like fall season already, but the other morning I decided to do pumpkin pancakes and those were so good. I've also done, pumpkin French toast one morning and that was really delicious. And I'm contemplating doing something actually like that for my husband this morning if he's feeling kind of hungry. Because he likes to eat a little bit more than I do. He could eat 3 times the amount of food that I will eat in a meal. But we do need to go grocery shopping at some point, either today or tomorrow, and we'll need to get stuff together just because we have the stuff for my daughter's party, drinks and chips and all that stuff, but we need to get just our regular food that we typically have on hand. While in the library. This is called a launch pad. I don't know if all or a lot of libraries have them, but ours does, and this is the first time we have checked them out. Basically, it's a preloaded tablet with certain games on a topic or a subject, and they also have listed on there kind of the age for the different games. So this one is for preschool age, and it has like reading stories as well as games for learning how to read. This one is a My Little Pony game, but they also have some other ones as well. Like I think there's Arthur from PBS and several other games. It actually had them all listed on the back of the box. So we're gonna check this out and try this and see if this will help us with our kind of homeschool-esque journey, because my daughter is preschool age technically, but she's still a little too young to go into preschool because of when her birthday falls. So we've just kind of been homeschooling and doing preschool stuff, some even a little bit of kindergarten stuff, and she has been catching on to it really well. And this is now one more thing that we can try out. Got Grimm's Fairy Tales, Little Monster at School. It even has, this one has some stories in Spanish as well. I don't think all of them had some Spanish on them, but this one did. And I got it because it is the preschool age. But now we are going home. We're gonna have lunch. It's like 11:30. So we're gonna have some lunch and probably start getting our house together for this weekend. So I've got my daughter in there set up on the little preloaded tablet. This one has like reading games that are kind of geared toward preschool age kids, where they did have some other ones, and there was like one that was about food, so it had games and stuff about recipes and about cooking. And then I was looking online to see what other ones they have, and I put one on hold, and this one is about letters and like letter games, letter activities. So I put that one on hold because I thought that would be another like really good one to try out. So the one that she has right now is about reading, and it can read stories to you that it has loaded on there. And then as you go through it several times, if you want to like try to read it yourself, you can change the setting and then read it yourself. It also has like games and little like flashcard type activities that go over certain words with you. So I guess kind of like sight words in a way, but it's all on the tablet. So very interested. I'm gonna see how much she enjoys it. She's in there doing it right now. And I'm gonna look into the other ones. Like I said, I've already got another one on hold, and I'm gonna let her play on that for a few minutes while I get lunch together. So my daughter is having mac and cheese from dinner last night. Like we just reheated it for lunch, and I'm having some chicken salad. But I wanted to touch on, before I forget, the pumpkins from the pumpkin painting contest. I don't think I'm winning. I did not realize people were gonna be going that all out. Holy smokes. I was going into today planning to vote for my own pumpkin. I did not vote for my own pumpkin. I voted for the Frankenstein pumpkin because holy cow, and I didn't even show it on video. There was a backside to it that had a whole separate picture just as good of Frankenstein and Frankenstein's Bride. That pumpkin was insane. I voted for it. I couldn't vote for myself. It was too good. And then my daughter, she didn't realize it was like a competition where she could have been voting for her mom. So she voted for somebody else as well. She voted for the Ghostbusters one, which I also agreed that one was better than mine. So apparently I did win the pumpkin painting competition. I have no idea how I was chosen to win. I just know the judges, for whatever reason, chose my pumpkin over the other ones, and I still can't believe that. So I did get first place, and then the Frankenstein one got second place, and it also won People's Choice. So yeah, I don't know how I won, but I did. So I'm also gonna have me one of these. I did just switch over the laundry, so I'll have some laundry to fold later. And I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to go to the grocery store today or tomorrow. We do have to grocery shop soon because we are running out of quite a bit of things, but we're not completely out. So we could stretch it if we need to, or if I just don't want to go. I think the lack of caffeine is starting to catch up to me right now because I'm getting a headache. Maybe if I take my hair down too, that will help. I've got my hair in a couple braids still from this morning. But my head has been hurting, and I'm hoping that's not from caffeine. If it is, I might need to have a cup of tea, which I'm not complaining. I love chai. Chai is my favorite, and I would love to make myself a chai. So might have to do that to see if I can get this headache to go away. So you guys remember that fall TBR I made like a month or two ago? I don't know if we're making it through it, okay? Because I've read a few books off of it. I've enjoyed those books, but there are so many books left on that TBR, and I'm still in such a major reading slump. I know one of the books that is on the TBR that I want to get to, if I can get myself back into reading, is Atmosphere, and I've heard so many amazing things about this book. People crying, people just saying it's so good. And I've read some other Taylor Jenkins Reid's books that I just thought were amazing. So of course I want to give this one a try too. I just gotta get myself back in the mind frame where I can read a book that's over 300 pages long. Because as you guys saw in my last video, I couldn't even get myself to read this one that is just over 200. And even today, I've not really done any reading. But I'll also say I have been being creative in other ways. I have done a lot of painting. We paint pumpkins every year, me and my husband. So we've done that every year since we started dating, and we've carried that out since our daughter was born. So we've painted those pumpkins, and then I painted the pumpkin for the library. I also painted a sign for my daughter's birthday party. So that's been nice to kind of have that going on, so I can be creative in some other form, some other outlet. I think me making YouTube videos is another way that I'm creative and that I can kind of express that. And maybe I'm just kind of settled in being present right now. I am doing some writing, and I've been writing every day, and I think that writing has kind of become an outlet for me in the way that reading typically has been. So that might be part of why I'm still struggling and why I'm still in this reading slump, because when you're reading a book and you're so invested in that book, it's all you want to be doing. You want to be reading that every single chance that you have. But right now, I'm feeling that way more towards my writing. I'm wanting to write, and I'm wanting to focus on that more than I am, unfortunately, kind of, on my reading. I have so many books that I want to read and that I need to get to, but I can't right now. And I completely different, totally opposite topic. Me and my friends do Christmas, like bookish Christmas for each other every year. We've been friends now. I think this is going to be our third Christmas doing this together. And we also get each other birthday gifts and stuff. And this year we decided that instead of getting a gift for every single person, we were going to draw names and kind of do a Secret Santa type of bookish Christmas. So I've actually done most of my shopping for the person that I have drawn, and that's going to be really fun to watch her open it. And then I've also done a little shopping for myself at the same time. I did buy a couple of books. I told you guys that I did read the Shepherd King duology and that I really enjoyed those. So I did pick up the special editions that they put out, and they are so incredibly gorgeous. So we have the first one, One Dark Window. Absolutely beautiful. Here are the edges. And then we have the second one, Two Twisted Crowns. Again, gorgeous. Look. And I actually have these sitting with the edges out, which I don't do with a lot of my books. I have some right here that I have that done for, but these are just phenomenal. So I had to put these ones edges out. And then they have the really pretty end papers that actually have the cards on them. So even though I just read these and I absolutely love them, I almost want to read them again just because of these gorgeous covers. So I don't know, maybe rereading is going to be my route to get out of this reading slump. Another book that's on my fall TBR is Grimm and Oro. This book is gorgeous, like absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. And oh my gosh, but I can't make myself read, so I can't make myself pick it up. Oh, but this is beautiful. Like, and it's one of those situations where I'm like, I cannot just have this sitting on my shelf and not read it. But also, Alex Astor has another book in this series that's coming out this year. So I want to read this, make sure I'm totally caught up on the series. That way when the other book comes out in December, I'm ready for it. But, you know, of course, I'm slumped out. Okay, so I have some laundry here behind me that I'm going to knock out, and then we will see what else we can get done around here today. So we are doing something that I have been meaning to do and I have almost completely forgotten to do, and that is that I'm making a necklace for my Princess Anna costume for Halloween. So this is a picture of what I'm trying to recreate. So I'm going to make this with clay, and then I'm going to paint it gold because I do have gold paint. And hopefully, because I also have black ribbon that I can use for the necklace, hopefully it looks close enough that for like pictures and everything, it'll work as my necklace for Halloween. Okay, I baked it and this is what it looks like now. So now I've got to paint it gold, and then when it dries, I can put it on a ribbon for like the necklace. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day and I am headed to the grocery store. We're actually not as out of things as I thought we were. I guess we're just kind of out of our everyday things like fruit and yogurt and cheese sticks and all those things that my daughter snacks on all the time. And then of course there are just a few other things I want to pick up while we are out picking up groceries, or while I'm out picking up groceries, because I am going by myself. The weather is so nice this morning. It's like 9:15 right now and it is 58 degrees. I have my chai in a regular mug, which I typically don't do in the car, but I have my chai and it's warm and cold outside, so it feels so good. Like this feels like an actual fall day. Last night, I know I keep talking about my book slump, okay? And I know I have not had much progress getting out of it. Hopefully that comes across as relatable to somebody and not annoying, because it's annoying to me. I'm gonna bring you guys with me to the grocery store. We're gonna pick up a few things, and I'm going to Aldi, and Aldi has their little seasonal aisle. I like to browse through there when I have the time and get the opportunity. So we'll see what kind of fun stuff they have in their little seasonal aisle. Sometimes they have books. Our Aldi has had books on multiple occasions. So maybe we'll have a look and see what we can find. Today is actually my cat's birthday, so I picked up this new cat tree while I was at Aldi, and we're gonna put it together for her because she had one and it was starting to look like it was in rough shape. And now we're gonna build her a new one for her birthday. Okay everybody, this is actually where I'm going to end the vlog. It's actually the next day. I forgot to vlog anything else for the rest of yesterday, and this morning we're gonna go get some final things that we need for the party, like a character balloon and maybe some other small things. But thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was more rambly, just talking about some stuff I've got going on, talking more about my book slump, and bringing you guys along with me on my day-to-day outings and to-dos. So thank you. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.